The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
Hello, and welcome back to your favorite podcast,
De-influenced.
Guys, I have the one, the only, my mother.
My mother.
Tornado, Coco, Ramirez Austin.
Can you believe that?
Welcome to the pod.
I'm glad to be here.
You sound
It's
a
been
little,
minute.
you have a little sexy rasp going on.
Yeah, you know what? This is something that I just thought I would add to my tornado mom persona. What do you think?
Wait, you know what's so funny? You used to be on radio, didn't you?
I did. Well, actually, no, what? Not radio. It was TV. Remember?
Oh, but it was called
Country Crossroads.
So my mom was on TV. Like, no.
Okay, let's. It was cable TV before cable was a thing.
Yeah, no,
Just
really.
saying.
I used to go to school and I used to tell everybody, like, my mom's famous. She does, commercials in Spanish for really weird lawyers, and she's on a TV show.
You know, it's just kind of funny how life takes you. I ended up being on this TV show with no experience whatsoever. I was a co-host for a guy named Bill Mack. You probably don't remember him. They used to call him the Midnight Cowboy.
Oh, he sounds like a midnight cowboy. Bill Mack.
Yeah.
How did you get that gig? And what was the show about?
It was actually a Christian-based show, believe it or not. It was on a cable channel. And what they would do is they would highlight country music artists. And then we would have these segments where we would talk about just encouraging things, about life and just, it wasn't a Bible preaching thing, but it was just kind of talking about life and, what it's like.
How in the world did you get that gig?
I used to work for an agency. Do you remember Kim Dawson? Yeah.
Yeah, they're still around. She's killing it. That
They,
Kimmy girl.
Yeah, no, she's great. That's where I got my start. And she said they were looking for a co-host and you want to go try out? And I was like, okay. And I went and believe it or not, I got it.
So you tried out for it?
Yeah, you tried out for it. You just had to sit there. And you know what's crazy about it? You had to wing it. It was all like
because it's conversational.
ad-lib. Yeah, it was and I was not very good at it, but Bill Mack was so good at just bringing up these topics, and I had a lot of energy. That's why I got the gig.
I'm gonna Google it and see if it comes up.
Oh my gosh, please!
I don't know.
I still have the tapes from those, and I have to tell you, I cringe when I listen and watch them.
Bill Mack. Okay, let's
Country
see.
Crossroads is the name.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Bill Mack Country. I put
Country Crossroads.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Is it there?
He passed away in 2020.
Yeah. He was older than I was, and I was a young.
He looked like a sweet baby.
Oh, he was amazing.
It says Bill Mack, 1929 to 2020, was a Grammy-winning country songwriter and legendary radio DJ known as the Midnight Cowboy, primarily broadcasting in Fort Worth. Famous for writing Leanne Rimes' hit "Blue" and George Strait's "Drinking Champagne."
Yep. I will tell you,
a big deal.
And we used to interview country music artists and stuff, and it was pretty cool. That was back in the day when I wasn't even a big country music fan until I started doing that.
So you started doing that, but you were. I feel like this is like another part of your life. Like, I know nothing about.
I have so many parts of my life you don't know about.
Well, I did find out that you were married previously when I was 21 years old, mind you, which we'll get into that because that was crazy.
We have to. That was a whole lifetime away.
Okay, but before we get into all of the stories, let's back up a little bit. Okay, so your name was Anna Marie Austin, but you were actually Ramirez.
Well, yes.
Your maiden name is Ramirez, which is so funny that I married a Ramirez. But we're not related.
It was actually a little scary when you told me that you first met Jordan. And I'll never forget, you said, Mom, I met this guy and he is so cool. Like, I don't know. I just think he's amazing. And I said, well, Dani, that's amazing. She goes, the only thing is I don't really like his last name. I go, well, what is it? And you go, Ramirez. And I went, that's my maiden name. She goes,
I knew, obviously, your maiden name was Ramirez.
Well,
that's why I replied to his message, because I thought maybe he was like a cousin or something.
Well, exactly. That's what I thought.
Because I don't have any like white cousins, like, on your side of the family. And so I thought
white cousins.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I look different than them.
Yes, I know.
And they always call me the white girl.
Yeah.
When I would go to San Antonio. But anyway, so he was a Ramirez and I was like, a cousin that looks like me? Like, and I literally thought he was like a cousin because we have cousins sprouting up everywhere, you know?
Yeah.
They're all over the place. And so, but luckily, no, it was just another Ramirez out of the hundreds of thousands, millions of Ramirez's out there.
It's like Smith.
It's like, so, and so funny is Jordan's mom's maiden name is Smith.
Smith.
So like we just have like the most basic last
We
names.
have the most common Hispanic name and the most
Ramirez
common white name.
in Smith. But
yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, so that's your name. But the biggest question that we get is why do you go by Tornado?
Well, thanks to you.
I started calling her Tornado. Actually, I think it's because Dad used to call me the Tornado.
Yeah,
You remember
little
Dad?
tornado.
He always used to call me Tornado. The tornado's here. Like I just come in the room with like, you know.
Well, you and I have the same energy, duh.
Yeah.
And so you started saying, you started calling me Tornado, and you said, hey, you're going to be Tornado Mom. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm not destructive.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, you just got a lot of energy.
Well, because she comes in a room and kind of like a tornado, it's like everything starts to be cleaned. And that's not what a tornado does, but a tornado just kind of comes unexpectedly. That was more the vibe of the tornado.
Are you saying I showed up unannounced a lot?
No, it wasn't like that. It was like I knew you were
'Cause I
coming
did.
over, but you never knew where she was going to go, what she was going to get into. And so like she comes over and it's like she will fixate on like, wow, all of the air purifiers in your house are so dirty. Let me go clean them completely out, bring them to the garage, start watering the knob. And I'm like, literally, like honestly, it's so helpful and it's so great, but it actually ends up being like more of a mess at the end of it because it's like now we have to deal with the air purifiers.
I'm telling you, there are so many things when I come over here, I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe they have not done this.
What are some of the things?
Well, first of all, the air purifiers that were turning your walls black.
Y'all, our walls are literally black because
when I would come over, I literally would have allergies. I would
allergy attack.
My voice would change. Maybe that's why it's like this.
Or why
because I'm over here so much, and why you get sick a lot.
I also have 4 children that are
that's true.
Daycare. But no, it honestly could be. I was not. If you listen to the podcast, I was not an advocate for the air purifiers. 1, they're loud. 2, they're ugly. 3, Jordan put them in every single room.
Why did Jordan?
And they bring blacks, like it literally colored all our walls black. It's permanent and ruined all of my drapes.
Yeah.
Because he never changed out the filter. And I didn't know you had to change out the filter because I wasn't the one that bought them.
Well, this is a thing I've noticed about Jordan. When Jordan does something, he goes all in.
Out.
And I'm like or is it out or in? He goes
both, all in or all out.
And so when I saw those purifiers, not only did he have 1 or 2 or 3, but he had like 4 or 5, like in every room.
No, Mom.
And they're massive.
No, Mom. You don't even know this.
What?
I got rid of like 4 of them.
No, you didn't.
Some of the rooms, he had them double in there. I was like, he literally thought he was sucking demons out of the room. Like I was like, and I was like, Jordan, because I came home one day and there were boxes in the dining room, like to the ceiling. And I was like, Jordan, no. And he's like, this is going to save our home. So then I did a little bit of research and I was like, you only need like 1 or 2 for the whole downstairs and then maybe 1 or 2, but he bought 1 for every single room in the house.
Here's the problem with that. There's a maintenance that goes with it. You've got to replace the filters. I know you don't. That's why I come over and have to fix everything.
Okay, what else? Because I want to see if you will bring up the one that's been bothering me. What else around our house do you come over and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they haven't done that?
Oh man, there's so many things like your patio outside.
Yeah, okay.
Tell us drove me crazy.
Tell us more.
I had to clean all the cushions in the backyard.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. There's a lot of things.
Okay, tell me more. It's okay. It doesn't hurt my feelings.
No, I don't want to go through the whole checklist because
Okay, what about
what? Okay.
The bushes in our front.
Oh no. Okay.
The tree in our front.
I have to tell you, there is a tree in your front yard
that's touching the ground.
That is literally touching the ground, and I'm like, why do they not get out there and like every time I come over here, I always forget to bring my little clippers.
Well, let's
but I
order
swear
one
I'm gonna
right
do
now.
that.
Let's order one.
Well, go ahead, go for it. I will do it. I don't understand why y'all don't do it. That tree is literally touching the ground.
It's so hard because there's like so many other things that I have to do that I'm not thinking about the trees in my front yard or my landscaping.
I don't think either one of y'all have that sort of gene in you to like do maintenance.
Totally, I don't. Like, I love cleaning and
Yeah.
organizing.
How
but
is
I
that
don't,
possible? Because like that's all I do, and you picked up none of that from
But
me.
I love to
You
clean.
don't like to garden. You do
No.
clean, but I don't know. There's just not.
Like, I love to clean and organize and like but I've always loved to do that.
Yeah.
But I
You used
don't.
to ask your friends when they would come over. You'd be in your room and I'd hear you and you'd go, "You want to help me organize my drawers?" And the girls would go, "No, not really."
It's true.
Do you remember?
Their moms would get mad at me.
Yeah.
But no, I like to like keep a home that's like tidy, you know? So I
Yeah.
like cleaning and that type of thing. But yeah, like when I have to go, and I like building things, but when I have to like go fix like a faucet or something or like a leak, I'm like, ugh,
Well, then who does it?
nobody. And then it just like doesn't get done.
I do it when I come over.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's okay. So now we know I'm a tornado. I have a question for you.
What?
I want to hear what it's like to be a mother of 4 right now. Because you know what? It's so amazing for me to see you as a mom with 4 kids. And not only that, but like the experience I had with you when you had the baby. Oh my goodness. Like I knew that you had it in you, but like to actually watch it, it was like, wow. It was like I was so impressed and in awe.
Really, most people online were not impressed.
Really? Why? Because
I think they thought I was like a wuss or something.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they thought I was a
let them
wuss.
try to. Yeah, let them try to do it, and we'll talk.
Yeah, it's so funny because like I consider myself pretty tough. Maybe
I
not.
think you're pretty. Yeah, I think you're pretty tough. I think
But maybe not as tough as I thought I was. You know, like I
Dani,
always.
you had 2 babies unmedicated. That's pretty darn tough. You know.
I know, but the way that I handled it was so much worse.
What's the right way to handle having a baby?
I don't know. I
come
just
out of your hoo-ha.
You know what?
It's the size of a watermelon. Like seriously?
You know,
like how are you supposed to act?
I think that I've realized that some people. Okay, like for example, when I am cooking, like I always, you know, I make my kids these egg, bacon, and cheese burritos every morning. And so many times, like I'll accidentally touch like the pan when it's hot. Some people are like an internal.
Yeah.
Ow. I'm like, ow.
Really?
I'm always like an external, you know, ow. Like I always talk out loud. Like I process out loud. Like I'm like,
yeah, you know what?
So I think that's also why that's how I dealt with my pain. It was
Okay, but I have a question for you
It
because
was external, not internal.
I think we all do that. I mean, if I get burned, I'm going to probably go or say something I probably shouldn't say. But have you ever noticed how guys have no pain tolerance? Like Mark, I'll take a tortilla that I'm warming
and
up.
he touches it.
And
he's
he
like,
touches, he's like, ah. Like,
So
and it's
true.
not even that hot.
No,
I'm like,
that happens
what
all the
is-
time.
What is it with guys? They can't handle any amount of pain at all.
But then they also like punch each other in the face. It's so weird.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. I
You know, and they live to like
Yeah,
roughhouse. And I'm like, that doesn't sound fun at all.
but girls are so much stronger.
I agree. I
you know,
agree.
as far as pain tolerance goes. So anyway,
yeah, it was a very special moment. It's so funny because I think the second time I did it, it was a lot more challenging, which you would think because I'd already done it before.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, this one was just a lot more challenging, but it was like this postpartum has been really good. Both of my postpartums with unmedicated births have been really good because I feel like it starts the whole like I'm not gonna do what everybody else is just telling me to do. I'm gonna like actually take control of motherhood and do what feels good and what feels right. Maybe not feels good, I don't feel good, but like what feels right.
Yeah.
And so then you just do everything more by like gut and instinct than you do because everybody else is just doing it. Like I've literally the past 2 weeks been considering homeschooling my children.
Oh my gosh. I think you should do that.
Me too.
Hands down.
I'm so sick of
Yes.
just like
I
the
think-
world.
You know, I know, seriously.
I never thought I'd be someone who cared what fabrics my clothes were made of, but here we are. Once you start paying attention, you realize it actually makes a big difference in how things feel and how long they last, especially with stuff you wear all the time. That's part of why I tend to stick with cotton. I actually have pretty sensitive skin, and I've noticed I'm way more comfortable in natural fabrics. Cotton just feels softer and less irritating compared to some synthetic materials, especially if I'm wearing something all day. From a practical standpoint, I also like that cotton is durable and holds its shape, Whether it's everyday t-shirts, denim, or even things like bedding and towels, it tends to be the stuff that lasts and keeps getting more comfortable over time. And especially as it starts getting warmer, breathable fabrics matter more. Cotton allows air to circulate better than a lot of synthetic materials, which just makes it more comfortable day to day. I also think it's interesting that cotton is a natural fiber and doesn't shed microplastics the way some synthetic fabrics can. It's just one of those materials that's been trusted for generations because it works. So whether it's clothes, sheets, or even just your everyday basics, it's worth checking what things are actually made of and choosing materials that are comfortable and built to last. Cotton is the fabric of our lives. Learn more at thefabricofourlives.com.
I feel like postpartum is one of those phases where you're trying to get back into a rhythm, but your body is still kind of catching up. And I think that's why people start looking for simple ways to support things like energy, immune health, and just feeling a little more like yourself again. That's where something like Parallel's Daily Resilience Complex comes in. It includes lactoferrin, which is a protein found in colostrum, but this version is dairy-free and made through fermentation. So you're still getting those immune and gut support benefits in a way that fits into a modern routine. It also has collagen peptides, which support things like hair, skin, nails, and joints, all areas that tend to need a little extra support during this season. And it's formulated by doctors and nutritionists, which is always reassuring when you're thinking about what you're adding into your routine. What makes it easy is that it's just one unflavored scoop you can mix into water, coffee, or a smoothie. So it doesn't feel like another overwhelming step, just something simple you can add in. It's also designed to work during pregnancy and breastfeeding, so it's something that can carry through different stages without needing to switch things up. Overall, it's one of those things that helps support your body in a really straightforward way, especially during a time when things already feel like a lot. If you're pregnant, postpartum, or momming, you need to check out Parallel. I cannot recommend it enough. I had them give me an exclusive code just for you. New customers can use code Dani and get 20% off your first order at parallelhealth.com/Dani. That's PERELEL health.com/Dani.
Do you find yourself, beyond you physically having these babies, like, do you ever look at yourself now that you're the mama and you're sort of, guiding them, protecting them? Do you ever find yourself saying or doing things that I did to you?
All the time. Or if I didn't like it, I do the opposite.
I know. Well, you know what? That's what I did too with my mom.
You
and
just
my
do the
parents.
opposite of what you don't like.
But you find yourself doing and saying things that that your mom said to you
all the time. I'm trying to think of what is something that your mom said or did that you did to me. That's a good question. Well, or even like a name that they called you, like, you always used to call me pumpkin.
Oh yeah.
Or angel face.
Yeah. I used to. No, you know what they called me growing up? Flaca. You know what that means? Skinny. And you were skinny too. As a matter of fact,
Grandma used to call me.
You used to get a lot of hate. I remember people would message you and go, "Oh my God, you're anorexic," and I'm like, and I just want to tell them, this is the way she is. This is the way God made her.
I really wasn't.
No,
trust me, I have other problems, but that wasn't one of them.
Yeah, no, that was not one of them. But you were super, super skinny. So I was called Flaca, but my mom was a tough cookie. We had 5 kids. She basically raised us by herself because my dad was always gone.
And now having 4 kids and imagining raising 4 or 5 kids by myself, I would need to be in a mental institute for like a whole year. No,
and that's why my mom is crazy. Yeah, she literally is cuckoo.
She's crazy.
Yeah, and you know what? But now, I never fault her for some of the things she did because, you know what? I just look back and go, wow, she had a big responsibility and burden on her. And of course, I was the oldest, so I was the mama. And so I was always the one that was helpful and the one that,
But what is something that she did with you or said to you that you did to me? Or you made me like a meal or like a name or something you used to say?
I think my mom always drove me really hard, like work ethic. And I think I did that to you.
Yeah, I got a problem.
Yeah. No, you don't.
I'm teasing.
You've already been to 10 therapists? You should be over it by now. My gosh.
That's actually not how therapy works. Just
saying. Oh, it doesn't? Okay. Well, I never have been to therapy because, yeah.
It could maybe help a little bit.
I know. We could all use a little therapy. But no, but yeah, she used to drive me really hard and have a lot of expectations of me. And I think I did that with you and Landon. I think I was fair because I never let you first of all, I never let you stop anything that you started. Do you remember that?
So did your mom do that to you?
Oh, yeah. My mom was like, you know what they used to say in Spanish? El flojo trabaja dos veces. You know what that means?
Okay, hold on. I know it's the something works 2 times, but what does flojo mean?
Flojo means lazy person. The lazy person works
twice as
hard or works twice. So anytime we did something, if we didn't do it right, she would make us do it again.
She would say el flojo.
Trabaja dos veces.
Oh, the lazy.
He has to work twice.
Yeah.
Because he has to do it again because he didn't do it right the first time. So I think I did that with you guys, like I didn't let you quit anything. Mm-hmm. And I will tell you, there's a lot of positives that go with that because I look at your brother. He wanted to quit playing guitar when he was little. And his guitar teacher, now granted, for those moms out there that are like wanting their kids to play a musical instrument, I say expose them to it, let them try it. But you're going to know whether or not they have an aptitude for it. It's not whether they like it because no kid likes to practice. No kid is, if you play the guitar, it hurts your fingers. You're not going to want to keep practicing. But I remember asking his teacher and he said, you know what? Landon really gets it and he's quick and he picks things up. So I said, okay, he goes, if I were you, just, keep him going forward. And sure enough, I did. And he came and thanked me. And when he was older, I remember, do you remember he would cry? No, you don't remember. No,
I remember.
He would be practicing and he'd have tear stains on his guitar and he goes, I don't want to play.
Because you made him practice 30 minutes every day.
I said, I don't want to practice. I don't like the guitar anymore. And I go, I don't care. I said, I'm paying for your lessons and you're going to finish out the school year. And, you're not going to quit. And then fast forward later in life, he came up to me and goes, Mom, thank you so much for not letting me quit playing the guitar.
Yeah, I think it's a really good lesson. I mean, I'm dealing with that right now with Stella. She hates dance. She hates ballet and tap, which is so funny because I feel like every little girl loves.
You loved it.
Love it. And I wasn't good or anything, but it's Stella, I feel like sometimes is an old soul. I feel like deep down she knows she's not going to be a dancer, so she doesn't want to do it. She's and I'm like, why don't you want to do it? She's like, it's hard and I just don't like it. And so, but I did tell her, I was like, you have to finish it out. And her recital is Saturday.
Yeah.
And so I told her you could do the recital, but it was so funny because she got her costumes in and I don't know if you remember, but I remember for that rehearsal or costume day, where you got to dance on stage and put on makeup were the most exciting days of my life.
Oh, you live for the costume.
The costume. I could not wait. And they would always tell us you would make me put my costume away so we wouldn't lose it. And I would sneak in my closet and try it on because I was so excited to wear this tutu or, show my belly like Britney Spears.
You were so cute too. Oh my gosh, those costumes were
loved
everything.
Ballet, dance, or tap, jazz.
Yeah.
I would have done even more. And the funny thing is I wasn't good at all. I really didn't have a lot of rhythm.
Compared to, do you remember your friend Wesley?
Oh, she was she went on to become a professional dancer, by the way, just saying.
Yeah. Well, and
everybody compared me to
I
her.
want to say something because I remember back in the day, I wanted you so bad to be a good dancer.
Get your hips into it and have
and I would try to teach you because I'm
swag.
Girl, you got some Spanish blood in you. You should have some
But
hip
I
action.
didn't have swag and Wesley had so much swag. And so we would do these dance
you'd be
routines.
You'd be like this, and, a little bored, and she would be like, oh,
but that's what I mean is some kids are just born, like you said, that aptitude.
Exactly.
And Wesley, if you would have met Wesley when she was 7, you would have been that girl's going to be a dancer when she
You can
grows
just
up.
tell.
You can just tell.
Yeah.
It wasn't in my blood.
And you know what? And that's why I didn't force you to go forward.
Yeah.
But I made you finish it and it was fun.
So that's what I'm dealing with Stella. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to force her to go through because she's not very good.
Well, you know what? But just let her, and this is kind of, she's 5.
But she doesn't like it. And so I'm letting her finish it. She
what
doesn't
does she
like it.
I want to know what
tennis.
Oh,
so
she's going to be an athlete.
So
then.
I'm being really not strict, but I'm okay, you're doing. So my rule is with my kids is they have to play one instrument and do one thing that's athletic.
I think that's great.
So you can pick whatever it is, but right now I chose for her. I did piano because it's just a good it
is.
You learn how to read music.
Hey, good for math. It's good for math skills.
Good for hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing piano now, and then if she gets to be in 4th grade and she's I want to play a different instrument, I'm sure. But she's been doing piano for about a year.
Do you remember you wanted to play the flute and your lips wouldn't allow you to?
I know. So it was a horrible
You had
day.
the wrong shape. chapped lips.
So apparently, like I have like a teardrop in my lips, and the air goes sideways instead of forward. So like I
never
like
heard.
my dreams were crushed when I went to 6th grade, like band orientation. They were like, "You can't play flute, like it's impossible." And
The only reason they were crushed is because all your friends were doing it, but you ended up taking percussion drums. Remember?
Well, percussion is like
Part of it?
xylophone, piano,
Yeah.
drums, snare.
I could have seen you on the drum line.
Well, they mainly put me on the gong, which was not great. You know, I'm like, I'm with all the cool kids, but like I literally only had like 3 notes per song. So it worked
Hey, the
out.
one thing about Dani, you were always good at everything,
But not excellent.
but you just weren't great at
It's true.
it. But that's okay.
Except for running.
But you were a great runner.
I was great at running.
But you were always good at everything. You always made the top teams, the A teams, but you
like
never
the starter.
You never excelled at that one, that one
So
thing.
true.
But look at you now.
But I would say I'm kind of like that now to this day. I don't think I'm like great at anything, but I can like I have my hand in a lot.
That's me.
Yeah, and I think that's okay. I think
I love that.
me too.
I love that.
Me
So
same.
you know what? Okay, if you want to know
But
something,
you know what the worst part about us is?
what?
Is that if we ever had to do a talent show, we don't have talents. Think about it. Think about it. And I
Never
hate
thought
that.
about that.
Because there's been so many times people are like, "What's your hidden talent?" I'm like, I don't have one.
So that means you could never be a Miss America or a Miss U. Wait,
Yeah, and I
what's the
would have
pageant?
been,
The
I
Miss
think.
USA, the one that you.
Any of them.
The
Miss
one,
USA.
No, one of them you have to have a talent. The other one you don't.
Oh,
The
Miss
other one you-
America.
Miss America, yeah. One
Right,
of them you have to
yes.
have like a serious talent.
Yeah, that's Miss America.
I never
Could've
made
never.
you do beauty pageants either. Thank goodness.
Oh, I would have loved it.
I know you probably.
Because one thing
would've.
about me, like I love to be
Yeah.
on stage.
Yeah, I think so. Look at you now.
You know what I secretly always wanted to be?
What?
Like-
A flight attendant.
No.
That's what I wanted to be when I grew up.
That's sweet. I could see that. You could still do that if you really wanted to.
Are you kidding me? No, I just want to go travel and have fun. I want
Yeah.
to work on the
Well,
plane.
they do. You could do it for like one of those like high end like luxury airs.
No, I'm
Oh.
over. I'm over it.
I get a little scared of the turbulence and stuff. I'm like I'm a little too like practical now.
Okay, wait. Tell me, what have you always
Oh, I'm
wanted to
sorry.
do?
I forgot. Hold on. What did I say?
I just remember you told me you wanted to do YouTube videos when you were in college.
You know what I always wanted to be? I'm a little embarrassed to say this.
Oh no,
I always wanted to be like a Disney actor.
a Disney like one of those like
Amanda Bynes with
Like
her
a-
own show,
oh.
or like
Is it-
like on Disney, like a childhood Disney star.
who is that girl that Hannah Montana?
Selena Gomez,
No, remember?
Miley Cyrus.
Is that Miley?
I wanted to be
Cyrus?
like Miley Cyrus, like
Everybody
so
thought you
bad.
looked like Hannah Montana
I
back in the
know,
day.
and I was like, I think I'm destined to be on Disney. And then I would go to these auditions, remember?
Yeah.
And then I never.
No, you couldn't sing.
No,
Sorry.
it's not singing; it's acting.
Oh, I don't. I used to. Oh my gosh, I remember about the plays that you used to put on with your friends when you came over. The
Yeah.
little skits y'all used to
That's
do
what I'm
together.
saying. I really wanted
Yeah.
to be an actor,
Yeah,
but I never really pursued the
you could still
skill
do
or the
it.
art.
You could still do it.
I just don't think I have a knack for it. It's
Dani.
hard to memorize all the lines.
You know what? That would be my problem. But
Yeah. and I
you know what I've
just-
learned in life now at my age? I've realized, and I think this was part of being part of that Q50 group. I've realized that, like, man, you can still reinvent yourself after
Yeah.
the age of 50. Like these women that I met, seriously started new businesses, started new careers, and it's just amazing to see. Like, hey, life's not over after 50.
Love that.
I mean, and
Inspirational.
I look at me like what I'm doing now, like, Instagram, thanks to you,
yeah.
but like all the different things that just kind of, things have always kind of come my way. I'm launching a new swimwear line with Hermosa,
Yeah. Like I've never launched a swimwear line.
and even a clothing collaboration. I mean,
Yeah.
like, where in the world do I have the qualifications for that?
Well, I think that's the good thing is like nobody really has to be qualified for anything these days. I mean, look at both of us. What are we doing? We have microphones in front of us. How'd this happen?
You know what? That's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Really, that if you just, you know what it is? I think what sets people apart sometimes is like having the idea, but actually implementing it and doing it.
Yeah.
I think that was you. I think that both my kids, you and Landon, are the type of
Doers.
personality,
doers.
doers. And you guys are implementers.
We don't
like
talk about it. We
you
just do it.
You think about it. You're a visionary. Like you think of so many things.
Thank you. I've had so many people tell me that lately.
You are. And then you know what? You do it. And Lane is the same way.
Yeah, we don't like to talk about it. We
Yeah.
just, and sometimes we don't even talk about it. We'll just do it. And everybody's like, what are you doing? And we're like,
I know.
well, we just started doing it. And that was like kind of like the YouTube video
Like you're
thing.
not afraid. You're not afraid to like step out there and
you know
take
why?
a chance.
You know why I say like, I'm like, the worst thing that can happen is you end up homeless. And that's not that bad to me.
What?
I know. That's just like literally I used to tell myself that all the time.
You did?
Yes. It really got me through a lot of things.
Well, maybe that's because I told you when you were going to pursue YouTube, after I
Yeah.
put you through 4 years of college, I told you 2 things: I'll support you, but you can't move back home and I'm not going to supplement your
I know. So I
lifestyle.
always would be like, okay, I'd be like, do I want to go after this career path? I'm like, what's the worst thing that could happen? And then I would think about, okay, it would be like, I can't pay my rent and I wouldn't have a home. It's
Do
not
you
that
really
bad.
think you wouldn't have a home? You think you couldn't come back to? I mean, I told you that just to put the fear in you.
But I'm just
But,
saying, like, that to me wasn't that scary. So I was like, I might as well just pursue my dreams. And if that's the worst that can happen, it's not going to get that bad. You know, that's what I
Yeah.
always think.
That's how I feel. I'm a total optimist. You are too.
And that probably annoys a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I feel like Jordan is very fear based, and I'm very like
Dad, that's your dad.
Yeah,
Everything scares him.
everything's scary. But Jordan,
Nothing scares me. I'm like, what's the worst that could happen?
that's what I'm saying.
If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So you
then
move
you
on,
just
you do
move
something
on.
else.
And
Yeah.
honestly, I think that it's really hard to say this when you're going through it, but like truthfully, if I look at my life and the times that I made the biggest mistakes, it's why I run such a different tight ship now. Like I learned so much about what not to do through my mistakes, like being canceled for like those fake bags or being canceled for this or that. Like, yes, it was the worst thing ever. And I like was depressed for a month about it.
Yeah.
But now I learned so much from that. Like, I feel like I have so much integrity behind every single little decision now with my business because I'm like, I will not ever cut a corner again.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, yeah, the stuff that did fail, like that makes like the next move so much better and stronger.
The most successful people in life have failed more than once.
Exactly.
And you know what? If you can't fail, then I don't think you can succeed.
Then you can't live.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, I think you almost need to fail in order to succeed.
No, it's
And
so
that's what
true.
kind of sets you apart, you know, from others. That like if you fail and you fall apart, then you know what?
Yeah.
But
Divi was not the first business I launched. Let me just say, you know,
yeah. Do you remember the beaded? Was it beaded bracelet?
it
or
was
was
called
that me?
Keely D.
Oh, that's-
the beaded bracelet. Yeah,
Yeah,
The
you
beaded
did Keely
but
D.
you used to do beaded bracelets and used to make me help you build
Honey, I have done so
literally
many
everything.
businesses.
Okay, I feel like anytime you start talking about moving, it sounds exciting at first, and then you actually start thinking about everything that goes into it. And we've been talking about moving lately, and one of the biggest things that keeps coming up is like, okay, wait, what are we doing about furniture? Because it's not just packing boxes. It's figuring out what fits, what you keep, what you replace, waiting on deliveries. And it adds a whole other layer to everything. That's why something like Court Furniture Rental actually makes so much sense. Instead of buying everything up front, you can rent furniture that's already curated and designed to work together. You just choose what you want, pick your delivery date, and then they handle everything and delivery setup, all of it. And I feel like especially for us, if we do end up moving, the idea of walking into a new space that's already set up and ready would be such a game changer, because normally you're waiting weeks for furniture, living in a half-finished space, trying to piece things together as you go. I also think it's nice because it gives you flexibility. If you're in a space for a shorter amount of time, or you just want a fresh start without committing to everything long term, it actually works for that. And then when life changes again, they come pick everything up. So you're not dealing with moving it all over again or trying to resell things. It just makes the whole process feel way simpler. Rent today at court.com/podcast. That's CORT.com/podcast.
Just to give you a little background, I grew up in a Hispanic family in San Antonio, and we were all, since I was a little girl, what we used to do was we started my dad was in the military, okay? And so once he retired, because he started very early, my mom got the idea. My mom was always and she was the one that started everything. She was the thinker, and she was the idea person, and Dad would make it happen. And so Dad, when he was overseas, found these roses that looked smelled, and felt real. And the petals, they were made of paper, which, paper comes from wood. So there were these wood and they felt like real rose petals. So then he came back home, we brought some of those, and my mom said, we need to make those and sell them. And anyway, so Dad somehow found the materials, did all the research, got the materials. We came home, we deconstructed one of the roses, and then we took that fiber, that fat, the wood petal things came in squares, and then we would cut it out, and then we started to wire it around a stem. And it was so funny because I remember that was probably some of the most fun times as a family, because there's 5 kids, right? And we're all like, we're all old enough to do this. We all sat around and we'd have these competitions to see who could make the prettiest roses, right? So anyway, once we developed that, Dad got us into the airports. We opened up these little flower carts and we started selling these roses, and we used to mist them with a rose oil spray. So not only did they feel and look real, but they smelled real. And then we got into the airports, these little kiosks. So that's where the whole entrepreneur thing. We used to sell turquoise jewelry in the malls. And so my mom always thought, like, any type of business that she could see. Oh, we used to sell pottery when we were kids. Pottery.
Did you make the pottery?
No, we'd buy it from Mexico. Remember the wrought iron pottery? That if you go to San Antonio, you'll see it everywhere. And we used to sell those, and we used to go door to door.
Wow.
As kids. We used to carry door to door.
Your pottery.
And one time my dad made us go out it was cold and it had snowed over. And my mom was like, no, Louis, it's too cold for the kids. He goes, oh, they'll be fine. So we're walking across the field, me, Yvette, and Louis, and we're carrying this pottery and we're freezing to death and we're going. And I think people were buying from us because they felt sorry for us. And I'll never forget Yvette. Oh my God, she was such a wimp. She's walking across the ice and she bit the dust and like immediately started bawling. And my dad was like, okay, Yvette, you get in the truck. And then we had to finish out all
She
the
was
way.
the favorite.
Oh, she was the favorite.
So, did you get to keep the money yourself, or was it for the family?
It was for the family. Yeah, we always did it for the family.
Wow.
Yeah. But anyway, all those businesses I did, and I still do that to this day. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because I feel like I'm a restless soul. Like I get bored with things easily.
No, I get that.
But you know what? You know what drives me? It's building
money.
something.
I'm just kidding.
No, it's really not the
I'm
money.
teasing.
It's not the money.
I know. I'm just kidding.
It's building something.
Yeah, it's fun.
like starting something and see it flourish and see it grow.
Yeah, no, it's like
then once it does, and then I actually start making money, then I'm like, okay, I'm over it.
Same.
And then I have to start over again.
Same.
I
It's
know.
like half the fun is just building it.
It's building it.
No, I mean, I like so resonate with that. And I think because, so then you did that with your family. So then you kind of introduced me to that hustle culture. Like maybe it's not as intense as yours was, but maybe it was more intense actually. Because we would like, you would go down.
You know what you taught me? My parents taught me to work hard. They said, you need to be a hard worker. And you know what you taught me? You said, Mom, it's not about working hard. It's about working smart.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a hard work. It's a hard, smart work.
It's a combo. But I think that I picked up that gene because I remember when we go to Colorado and, we went with like a bunch of families, a bunch of kids. And like all I wanted to do, me and Landon, was instead of like playing with all of our friends, we would go into the ponds on the golf course dish and like look for all of the golf balls and then bleach them, sell them, scrub them, set up a table and sell them to the golfers.
To the same golfers that lost them the day before.
Yeah, we were just selling them their balls.
Do y'all
back.
remember like Lena was like, oh, Pro V1. Those
Pro
are
V1s
those are worth $5.
Yeah, so we would charge $5 and oh my God, we killed
these guys,
it.
You guys killed it.
Killed it.
You would sit out there.
No, and it was like, also, I don't know how old I was. I didn't want anything. I didn't even like really know what money was about. But like, I do remember we made bank.
Yeah.
And like, I remember what's so crazy is.
Do you remember Landon used to say, Mom, money just doesn't mean that much. And he goes, money just doesn't mean that much to me. And I was like, okay, great.
But I remember when that was like the summer that after that, I told my dad, I was like, I want to open up a bank account, and for all these little things that I'm doing, like I want to start saving my money. And I was like, I don't know what I'm saving my money for. But I just started saving money. It was like so fun. And that is why when I went to college, I was able to buy my first camera. Because these cameras and the lenses, like the lens alone that I bought was like $1,400. It was so outrageous. Like I was like, like, how can I ever justify that? And because of that bank account that I started from that one trip, I had enough to buy my equipment for YouTube.
You know what? Both of y'all were like that. Landon put down $50,000 down payment on his first house when he was 25. He had saved that money. Remember, he won that competition, so he got a little jump start.
He won $10,000 when he was.
You did the same thing. You would take your money, you opened up a bank account.
I remember I would work, and Dad would be like, "You don't need to be working so hard. You're a little girl." I'd be like, "That's all I want to do." Because I remember I worked at that consignment shop.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we both have that like worker bee gene where it's just like so fun to build things, but I'm the same way as you. I get bored and I have to move on.
Yeah. I wonder what you're going to do to your kids, because, you know, one of the things is like, I never made it easy for y'all. I never gave you the money for stuff. I think you both got a little bit of money when you graduated from college. Do you remember when you bought your car? Oh my gosh, Dani. So Laney got his first car and we had a budget for that car. And I remember you saying, okay, Dani, okay, you're turning 16 and you need, you know, what kind of car do you want? You go, I want a Mercedes.
It's because our friend's dad owned a Mercedes dealership, and I was like,
no, but wait a minute. So you wanted a Mercedes, and I said, well, honey, here's the deal. I said, this is your budget. And not only is this your budget, but you're going to have to drive this car till you graduate from college. So from 16 till you get out of college.
Wait, also, I drove it till like 2 years ago. Just saying.
Well, I mean, you kept it longer.
I kept it forever.
But do you remember what you did? Because there was no way. I said, there's no way this little girl is going to get her Mercedes. And you were very specific. It had to be white with tan interior. It was a Mercedes. It was a smaller class. I forgot what number.
Yeah, it was like a C class.
And so I said, there's no way she's going to do it. Oh, and I told you it can't have 100,000 miles on it. It's got to have low mileage.
I think it's like 20,000 miles or less.
Yeah, because you're gonna keep it through your whole college career.
Yeah,
high school and college. And you went online
and like found it called every single
in freaking Florida.
We had to ship it from Florida.
And then so this little girl got her car in her budget. And luckily we did have a friend who owned a Mercedes dealership.
So he
certified. He certified it for you. And I was like, that's exactly who you are.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Lane is the same way.
I don't like to settle.
No, you don't.
But who does?
I know. Okay.
No, actually, let me tell you a story about that.
What?
Speaking of settling and cars. So, like, when I meet Jordan, he, first of all,
he didn't even own a car.
I know. And that was the thing is like, so I'm like, you know, I'm excited because this guy asked me on a date. He pulls up in an Audi. I'm like, all my girlfriends are like, oh my God, he drives an Audi. You know, we're freaking out. Come to find out, like 3 months in, he had rented that car for our first date. He had sold his car, didn't even have a car. He drove those little car-to-goes all over downtown Austin.
That was his business.
So remember? Then it was like, later on, I was like, you know, we'd go on dates. He'd be like, can you come pick me up? But yeah, in Austin, you don't really need to have a car. It was like his business was, he was working for Ride Scout.
Yeah, Ride Scout.
It was kind of like an Uber situation, but anyway, but like speaking of that is like, so Jordan, the difference between Jordan and I is like, that's so me. I'm like, okay, my budget, I'm going to get every single like little, you know, and I care so much. Jordan, I remember I had convinced him like, you know, you got to get a car like for this to like work out between us.
Oh, I remember.
So he had a budget as well. And I'm like, what car are you going to get? He's like, I don't know. He calls his dad and is like, Dad, can you just pick out a car for me? His dad goes, picks out a car. Jordan never test drove it, never saw it, nothing. His dad just picked it out and Jordan paid for it.
He did not care about it.
And he got that dang Mitsubishi.
And it had cloth seats.
And it had black cloth seats. And with a wet dog in there all the time.
It smelled horrible.
I'm sorry if anybody drives a Mitsubishi, but that car was a Tonka toy.
Don't you still own that car?
Oh, we do, yeah.
It's in Colorado.
Yeah. Oh, you know the worst thing about that car is like you don't have anywhere to put your elbows when you're driving. I hate that.
I really think you need a minivan, but just saying.
I probably am entering that era, and I'm proud of it.
Can I tell you? I got to tell you a pretty cool story. So you know, Alex, who works for me, she is
this the emoji story?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know it.
You don't know it? Okay.
No.
So we communicate back and forth, and before I did this podcast, was going to do it. She said, "Hey, you know, here's the outline." So we're going over it. And we start talking.
That's so funny because I never look at my outline.
Oh my gosh. That is, you know what? Normally I wouldn't either. If I didn't have Alex, I wouldn't have done it either because I never look at my calendar.
Yeah.
And then I get in so much trouble. And then she'll go,
same.
Tornado, have you read your text? And I was like, no. And she's like, well, I've already sent that to you because can you send me the, anyway, you and I are both the same.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we're going over the whole the outline or whatever, and one of the questions was, what is the most used emoji
On your phone?
that I use?
Yeah.
That I use. And I said, okay, my most used is the one that has the 3 little hearts around the smiley face guy.
Yeah, you use that all the time.
Gosh. And sometimes
everything.
that's my, and then I always use that other one, you know, the one that goes like this with the big eyes.
Yeah, you use that one all the time.
That's usually when I'm confused or surprised or shocked. And I don't know what that emoji means. See that guy right there? I use him a lot too because I'm always confused about stuff. So anyway, when Alex responds to me, sometimes I'll ask her, hey, did you get a chance to like do this or whatever? And she'll go, yes. And exclamation point. I'm like, oh, okay, I just asked. You know, like I feel like she's getting after me like,
oh, no.
Yes. And then
no, that's just like, yeah.
No, but I always see it as like,
yes.
You're overemphasizing yes. Like, yes, of course I did.
See, I would think of it like, yeah.
And no, and see, and then she does that to me all the time. And sometimes I feel like going, well, Alex, I was just trying to ask because, and sometimes I'll respond that to her and she's like, oh no, it's fine, you know, whatever. So Alex told me today, and I never knew this about this young generation, but you guys don't like using periods apparently.
Yeah, because if you said yes, it'd be like, yes.
Okay.
Like,
well, I don't use periods anyway, but if
you have nothing, it's like so mean. It's like, yes.
But to use that exclamation mark means to me like you're overemphasizing.
No, it's like happy, excited.
No, and I didn't know
that. It's like,
that.
honestly, it's kind. Like, thank you for putting the exclamation point. I feel so much better.
I think we need to have an emoji lesson to like people my age.
But that's not emoji. That's a punctuation mark.
Yeah, but even those type of things, because I never knew that. I always thought she was upset with me or like annoyed that I was asking her.
So funny.
Always. And Beth did that to me one time too. And I was like, Beth, you're not like that.
No, that's a good thing. It's when people put an exclamation point. You want that. In fact,
that's why I use the heart with the thing with the 3 hearts.
That's why I can't stand the way that Dad texts, because the way he texts just sounds so angry.
Exactly.
It's like he has and then the way he spaces things out too.
Yes.
I mean, I'm like, either you're so angry or you can't see the keyboard. Like, you know?
No, he can't see.
I know.
He can't see.
That's why it's like, you really can't take text personally.
That's why we don't like text, because I can't understand what you're really saying. Like I don't like texting because I voice text now and it never gets what I say right. Wait a minute. Did I hear you right?
What?
You voice text now?
I always voice text.
No, you didn't. You gave me so much.
Mom, I don't voice text in public at a table whenever we're at dinner. Yeah, I don't do that. And I will continue to give you grief for that.
Well, sometimes I need to respond quickly.
No, but I think that's rude.
I don't do it at the table.
Yes, you do.
But I do not believe that you voice text now.
Mom,
you never did. You used to cringe. You used to cringe when I did it.
Because I don't like whenever you do it in front of people. I think it's rude. And whenever you're like in front of people, like in line or whatever, I will always text. But if I'm by myself and I'm working, all I do is voice text.
Oh, okay, well that makes sense. But anyway. Okay, so now I know whenever you do an exclamation mark, you're not mad at me.
It's a positive.
It's a positive thing. Okay,
it's trying to be kind.
Okay, I like that. Okay, let's see. What else do we want to talk about? Do you want to talk about my cosmetic journey?
And you're not very good at transitioning between topics. Let me tell you that.
I kind of like to get to the point.
Get to the point? Okay. Well, I mean, I do feel like a lot of people have asked me, how old are you? Are we not supposed
66.
to ask?
I don't care.
Are people still like sensitive about when you ask them about their age?
You know, some people are. Some of my friends are, but for the most part, I've never been.
Yeah, that's probably because you're pretty. If you were ugly, it might be a little more offensive.
I don't think that has anything to do with it. It's just like you get to a point in your life, like after 50, you just come to the realization it is what it is. And you know what? You really don't care what people think that much anymore. I love that part about getting older.
But I feel that way.
That's what I'm saying, because you're getting older.
Oh, gosh.
I know.
Jordan was...
You get a confidence.
This was so funny. Like, so this was 2 nights ago. I was... where was I? I was in the kitchen and Jordan's like, babe, come here quick. And I'm like, what? Like, I was like, had one of the babies or something. He's like, no, this is an emergency. Come. I really thought like something was wrong. Like he had like a splinter, a piece of glass in his foot. Like it was like that type of urgency. And I ran in there and he was looking in the mirror and he was like, for the first time he had found all of his grays, which I've known that he's had them because I can see his hair, you know, and they kind of just sparkle. They're just kind of like, you're just like kind of dispersed within there. They don't they're not really obvious. Like only
Yeah.
if you like were with him every day would you see.
Yeah.
But he has like a good amount sprinkled throughout. He doesn't have like problem areas. Like mine's like right here with the
Yeah.
grays. His are just kind of, which is honestly kind of nice, you know?
Oh, I love guys with gray hair.
No, I know. And so he was like freaking. He's like, babe, I have a gray hair. I go, hey, gray hair. You have gray hairs everywhere. What are you talking about?
That's
and
from
he
having
goes-
4 babies.
He looks at me and he goes, are we growing old together?
Oh my gosh. You guys have no idea. You're in your 30s. Come on.
I was like, babe, yeah, we are. And he like grabs my hand. He's like, oh, we're growing old together. I was like, welcome to the party. I've felt this way for the past 2 years. Like he literally thinks that he's like still 25. Like he'll walk into the room and he's like, oh, these old farts. And I'm like, no, babe, you're like 35 years old. Like we're getting up there.
Oh, I still think I'm a lot younger than I am.
I know.
But you know what? 30s are, I'm going to tell you from my experience, the 30s were rough. They're the toughest time in your life because that's when you're having babies and you're raising your kids. And let's face it, life is challenging. It's exciting and fun, but it's challenging. And then you turn 40 and you still look pretty good, you know, if you take care of yourself or whatever. And pretty soon you're getting a little more confident and you're like, yeah, you know, my kids are older. They're self-sufficient now. They're some off in college. And now you start to sort of realize like, okay,
But 40-year kids are not off in college.
well, you were, weren't you?
No, I think you were in 50s, Mom. You're young, but you're not that young.
Oh, God.
Your 40s, I was like in elementary school.
Were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. It's okay. 50s is college. Go ahead.
50s. Okay. Well, 50s even is, to me, like my 40s were great because
Yeah.
you look good. You have a lot of energy. You're still doing great. Your kids are, you know, they're pretty self-sufficient.
Yeah, you're not wiping diapers.
Yes, exactly. And then 50s, now you're transitioning. Now you have your kids going off to college. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden you're like, wait, what's
Like, who
who
am I?
am I? What's my purpose? What am I going to do? And now you're left with your husband and you're like,
Did you do your triathlon when you turned 40 or 50?
50.
Yes. Yeah, I was in high school, I think still.
Yeah. Oh, were you? Okay. You
Yeah.
must have just been graduating. Yeah. I did a triathlon.
No, I think I was in high school.
Yeah. That was my challenge.
Yeah, so I think a lot of
myself.
like 50s is when kids start moving out.
Yeah. 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 You're right. And then,
In 60s is grandma era or 70s is grandma era.
yeah, grandma. And this
So
is,
which has been your favorite decade?
right now.
Really?
I mean, I will say I liked my 40s a lot. It was I had a lot of fun in my 40s. We did a lot with our friends. We still had, you know, we still looked decent, looked good. You
Feel
still have
good.
energy. Yeah. And then 50s came and, oh my God, I gained a lot of weight in my 50s. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
you were a little chunky. I'm just kidding.
No, I was.
You were
Hey,
not.
yeah, it's okay though. It's life, you know?
I get it. I'm in that era.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And so anyway, so that 50s was kind of a funky. I'll tell you why, what happens. Your kids leave you and all of a sudden you're like, what's my purpose? And all of a sudden you go into a weird funk. Like
Yeah.
you get into like a depressed sort of like, oh my gosh, like what? Now it's you and your husband. You're like, okay, who is this guy? And do I even like him anymore?
No, they're very different. Probably.
Well, it's very different because now all of a sudden you've dedicated so much time to your babies and your kids. And now all of a sudden they're not there anymore. They don't need you that much.
Ooh, that would be weird.
It's very weird. Just wait till you get there. I mean, and it's kind of sad in a way.
No, I know. I
But
get
then
it.
you overcome it. You know, you eat a few, you start drinking a lot of wine, and then you gain about 50 pounds. And then pretty soon you're like, wait, stop. You got to get
your
this
ish
back on the
together.
road. So I did. And so 60s has been great. Now, other than getting cancer in my when I turned 60,
Yeah, that was not cool.
hey, but thank God I've overcome that and, you know, gave me a new perspective on life. And now I have grandbabies. And to me, like that's the most rewarding of all.
I'm excited to be an aunt. Because
Really?
I want to know what it's like to like have the good parts of
Honey,
a kid,
you're
but
gonna
not
you're
the
gonna have so
hard
mu-
parts.
Yeah. Well,
Like I want to know what it's like for like somebody to be like Aunt Dani or Dee Dee or whatever, and
Yeah,
I
and
like
they
just
love-
show up with all these toys, and I'm like, then they start crying. I'm like, peace.
yeah, that's
like,
me.
I can't
that's
wait
grandma.
for
That's
that.
grandma stage.
That's how I want to be.
You don't
like,
worry that much about your kids anymore. I mean, you do. You still think about them, but it's not like you worry now. Like
Yeah.
worry about them being healthy, having friends, growing up. What are they going to do? How are they going to be? All these things.
Yeah, I want to be a cool aunt.
Yeah, you will be.
I
You
know
will be.
because I know how to deal with kids, so like they're gonna love me.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna have like so many like little
Are you going
I-
to have another one?
kid.
Yeah.
No, I
You
don't
done
think
for
so.
sure?
I mean, I'm not. You know, never say never. It depends. I think if I homeschool my kids and
Are
get
you
a
using
farm,
protection because you are fertile myrtle?
I am very fertile. Or maybe it's Jordan that's fertile. I don't know.
Well, no, you're fertile and he's fertile.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I don't want to talk about this with my mom on a podcast. Next question.
Okay.
No, but I'm super excited to be an aunt, and I'm like so pumped to have our cousins kind of be like, have a kid, have cousins.
I'm excited for that too. I really want you guys to have a really
Like
close
close.
relationship because I grew up with a ton of cousins.
And that's why I want to have. I think that's why I want to have it. I've found this that families or kids that come from big families often just want like 2 kids because they're like,
Yeah.
it was so chaotic. Like I never
Yes.
got any attention. Like, so they just want to have 2 or 3 kids. But kids that also didn't come from big families want a ton of kids.
Yeah.
So it kind of just is like a cycle over and over, unless you kind of land in the middle. But that's why I want like 5 kids and like all these kids running around in total chaos because I didn't really have a chaotic kid like
No,
youth,
No.
Like I was with my friends a lot, but me and Landon, like we didn't really fight that much.
Y'all didn't fight.
If we fought, it was like picking on each other, but it wasn't like a true like vitriol towards the other person.
Oh,
Like I want to
totally.
know what it's like to just take a shirt from your sister and be
Oh
like,
my-
this is mine.
No,
And then-
you don't.
No,
Oh
but
my
I
gosh,
do,
we
and
used
I
to
like-
fight so much
because
growing
you
up.
just have like these built-in best friends, built-in besties. And like I had to work hard for my friends,
Yeah. No, I
I
get
kind of
it.
just want
I
them to
get-
come with
You know
come with
what
the
I love?
territory.
I love that your kids are close together. I wish I would have had you and Landon closer together.
I know, but hey.
Yeah, I know. But
What
it's
can you
okay.
do?
It's all good. But like,
But I think that Landon might have his kids close together.
oh, he's already decided, and so has
because you
Liv.
know why? Landon and I have a very similar mentality of like just like rip off the band-aid and just like do it.
Yeah,
Quit talking about it, just do it. And so I think that's why I had all my and because I'm a female, I felt more pressure to just get it done sooner. Landon obviously doesn't have to worry about fertility and stuff, so he's
Yeah.
had more time to
hey,
process.
he married young, so she's
Yeah.
got plenty of time.
No, she's got plenty of time. But like, for me, I was like, if I want to have 5 kids,
Yeah.
I have to get started like now. That's how I felt. And that's
Yeah.
why I felt like there's like been a lot of urgency with me. Well, back in the day, they had kids that were like 18, 19 years old.
You know,
It's
I'm an
crazy.
Irish triplet. I never even heard that expression before. The triplet thing, the Irish triplet
Yeah.
thing. You're. I've known people that have been Irish twins, but I'm an
My kids
Irish
are-
triplet. Yeah, you have Irish twins.
Well, I guess
No.
I'm off by a month because mine are 13 months apart, and I think you have to
Oh.
be 12 months apart. But like, I think I qualify. I think I still
No,
deserve
they're
it.
close enough. Trust me,
We deserve
they're
it.
close enough. So yeah, my mom was a little cuckoo.
I don't blame her.
Yeah, I don't either. That's why I never complain about her. Every now and then I'm just like, she's cuckoo, but
I think we can all complain about our moms sometimes.
yeah, I mean,
It's okay.
it's like part of what we do.
Yeah, it's like.
But we love them, we love
Yeah.
them and we respect them.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's good.
Well, so tell us more. Speaking of you being you said you're 65.
6. I'm going to be
66?
67 this year. Wow.
Oh, like in a couple of months. Well, tell us about your cosmetic procedures because, people want to know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you went to Dr. Mike Chiodo.
Mhm.
Kyoto.
Kyoto.
I always said Chiodo.
No, it's Kyoto.
I know. It's just like,
Yeah.
and they're like some of my
I
best
love
friends,
him.
but they're like so much my best friends that I just avoid saying their last name.
Does
Like
everybody,
I've avoided
like-
this long that now I like don't know how to actually say it.
Yeah. No, Mike Kyoto. I love him so much. I love Bridget too.
Me too. Like
Bless her heart. Like
they're the best.
they are the best. He's like,
They're like the most generous people, and like they're so genuine, and they want everybody in their circles to succeed, and
yeah.
just so giving. We just like love them so much.
And
but
not
yeah,
to mention, he's really hot.
Mom. Oh my God, this is
I'm
not that kind of
old. I'm not
podcast.
dead.
I know. I've gotten to the point. Sorry, side note, that I've started calling everybody honey.
That's what I do.
I know, but Mom, I'm like half your age, and I'm like, I'll see somebody and they're like older than me. I'm like, I'm sorry, honey, and I'm like, ooh, but like, I just comes out.
I know. I know.
Anyway, so yeah, you went to.
Okay, so
see
you want to hear
Dr.
about my cosmetic journey, right?
Yeah. Why are you holding your phone? You have like a script?
No, I'm just answering like messages while we're talking. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I think she probably is.
No.
Are you bored?
No, I'm not bored.
Okay, it's okay if you are. You can tell me.
Okay, so have I had stuff done? Absolutely.
Put this down. It's making me anxious.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had stuff done. I mean, starting with Botox,
Okay.
and I'm not a big filler kind of girl.
Yeah.
One time I tried to do it on my lips. Oh, it hurt so
Remember
bad.
when your friend came over and did it at our house and almost passed out?
Yeah, that was not fun.
She did it to me.
I'm not
with
big on
no,
the only way I would ever have my lips done if I could have the Kardashians doctor do it for me.
Same.
I know.
I got mine all dissolved.
Those girls
And
are
I
like,
look at videos of
Yeah.
like when I used to have lip filler and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that did not look good.
okay, can I tell you something about this whole cosmetic thing?
Sure, please.
Growing up, like for the longest time, like I'm a low maintenance girl. I color my own hair at home. You know, I rarely, like, I was not big
It's
in,
true. She didn't have like any makeup growing up.
I was like,
She
a
had like
low,
lipstick and
low-
mascara. That's it.
Your dad has no idea how good he had it.
No,
like,
it's
my
true.
girls would go and get their hair and their nails done. I did my own nails.
No, I'm high maintenance. Like I am that girl. It's okay.
But I was not for the longest, and I still don't think I am.
No, you're not.
But I've gotten to the point now where, like, what if I, when I look good, I feel good.
Yeah. So whatever.
So, but it's not that important. Like, I don't want people to think like, oh, you have to do all this stuff in order.
No, let's be real. She had doctors reach out to her and like say, do you want to collaborate? And she's like, sure, it's free. So that's a lot of times like why, but like
Yeah.
I have never really heard you complain about anything.
Yeah.
You know, I think the one thing I remember that you did that you complained about is you said that like in your 40s, you had that saggy eye lid
Yes.
stuff and it made you not be able to see.
Yes.
So you got that done when you were 40. And
When I
that's
was
the only thing I can really
And that
think
was
of.
hereditary, by the way. That happens to you. Like, sometimes my mom had that. So
Yeah.
I had my eyelids done early, and that was the first thing I ever had done, and that was it. I didn't even do Botox back in the day
No.
but recently I've had my neck done. Dr. Mike did my neck because that was one thing where you show age, is your
Yeah.
neck. And then I've had Botox. I've had, I go to Skin Farm, so I get these treatments done. Like, I've did the vampire
You think that
facial.
stuff works?
I
I'm
mean,
gonna be honest with you. I
What?
don't think it works.
well,
I've never seen like, I'm sorry, like I know if any of this is sponsored like for you, that's
No,
fine.
it's-
I don't
it's-
know.
no,
I don't know.
well-
but I'm gonna be honest, like I've tried, I don't think any of that works.
well, wait till you get to be my age, and then you'll be singing a different note. I think a
You
lot of
think?
those things do work.
Maybe you have to do them a lot.
One thing I won't do is that chemical peel thing.
Oh, I want to do
Oh,
that. That's the one
no.
thing I feel like does work.
No, don't do that.
Why?
It just, I know people say it's good because it gets down to that lower layer, but I'm like, no,
No,
I'm
I
not,
know.
I'm not going to do that to my skin. I don't even do facials. I don't like facials.
Oh, I love a facial.
You know what I do? I exfoliate with those Elemis pads.
Yeah.
I use those, and that's exfoliation enough.
So you've gotten your neck done.
I
And
got
you've
my neck.
gotten.
I had veneers done years ago,
Oh,
which
so long
I would
ago.
love to get my veneers done again. It's been over 30 years.
I'm getting mine done next weekend.
jealous. But anyway, that's one thing I would love to do.
Dr. Dooley, by the way,
Okay.
she's so good.
Well, hey, Dr. Dooley, if you're listening, hit me up. Anyway, then what else have I had done? What else? Oh, I just recently had
Oh, the air sculpt.
the air sculpt
See,
thing.
that was another thing. Like they reached out and like she got it for
I
free,
know.
so she did it.
No,
What's she gonna do?
I know.
Wait, so tell me, did you like that?
I mean, I'm going to show the results of it. Yes, I have liked it. Because here's the thing. When you're air sculpt is not for people that are trying to lose a ton
It's
of fat.
problem spots.
It's problem spots. Your little belly spot or your love handles. It's a great way for you to get rid of those because no amount of exercise or diet. I mean, I'd have to lose so much weight and I'd be way too skinny in order to get rid of those.
Did you like notice a big difference? Like, do your clothes fit different or no?
I feel like they do. I feel like they do fit
Okay.
differently on my
Okay.
waist. But it takes up to 6 months to get the full final
Because you're like swollen
results.
and stuff.
Yeah. So I'm really
What if you just start eating a bunch for 6
well,
months?
that's what I'm kind of worried about. Where's it going to go?
yeah.
Kind of hope it goes to my booty.
I would like that. not for you, but I want that for me.
I know. And so what else have I had done? I'm trying to think.
That's it.
I know.
You had your eyelids in your 40s, your neck,
Yeah.
and then
And Botox, and I've done those vampire facials. I did this thing called Skin Vive right here because this is the area that I really struggle with around your mouth, and so we still haven't fixed that. I don't know. I'm waiting for somebody to reach out to me.
you're like, I know just the thing.
I just know that.
Okay.
Yeah. So other than that, and I color my hair and
You color your own hair.
And I self tan. I do not like getting a spray tan.
Really?
Yes.
Well, you're like, Mom, you're like literally Hispanic. You don't need.
No, but I mean that loving tan stuff, man, that stuff
I know,
looks
but
great.
you're so,
I love it.
you got the olive skin.
What else do we want to do?
So I'm going to do some quick hitter fun questions for you. So the way this is going to work is you got to put your phone down.
Okay. I'm listening.
Are you really texting people?
No. No.
Okay. So quick hitter fun question. So I'm going to ask you something and you have to answer as fast as you can.
Oh gosh.
Okay. What's a random thing you're weirdly picky about?
Oh my gosh. I can tell you this right now. When I fly, I do not like layovers.
Yeah.
I have to have an aisle seat.
Yeah, same.
And I fly American.
Why don't you fly Southwest?
Uh,
You used to be like such a big Southwest girl. What happened to you?
What happened to them?
Oh. Oof. Oof. Wait, tell me more.
No,
It sounds like you have something that's like really personal.
Southwest is great. I own stock in Southwest, you guys.
No, but seriously, what do you not like? Why do you not?
I don't know. I feel like they changed their whole vibe. They used to be this fun, friendly, love in the air. And now I feel like they've become very corporate.
Really?
Yes. I don't feel that family sort of friendly vibe anymore.
Is it because they got more expensive?
Well, that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Because I still feel that fun family vibe.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, okay, so last week.
Well, maybe I haven't flown them enough recently.
So last week we flew Southwest, and you know how like sometimes they ask people to like check their bags before.
Oh yeah.
Because they don't have enough like overhead bin
Yeah.
space. And I almost pulled up my phone and recorded, but this flight attendant who was working that area came out and he literally was singing and like dancing and like making it so fun. And everybody was just like dying laughing. And I was like, this is why I love Southwest.
Well,
and I love that they have assigned seats now.
Yeah. You know what? I do like the assigned seating
It's
thing.
so much less stressful.
Do you remember that? You don't remember this. Well, maybe you do, but your dad used to travel every week and every weekend, right?
Uh-huh.
And he would fly only Southwest.
Because it was Texas.
And that was back in the day when we used to be able to go to the gate to greet them.
I don't remember that.
I know. And Landon was a little boy. Yeah, he was little. You probably weren't even born yet. And he would go up to the window and he goes, "There's my daddy's airplane."
And it was Southwest?
It was Southwest.
Yeah, I mean.
And they used to serve peanuts. They gave up peanuts.
I hate peanuts.
I love peanuts.
I'm so happy we're over peanuts. They actually have really good seasoned pretzels.
I know. You know what? I just flew
Southwest
and they're pretty good.
Yeah. No, it's really good. I really enjoy Southwest.
Okay.
I think the reason why you don't fly Southwest is you want your American points, and American flies more places.
That's true. I'm traveling a lot more internationally now.
Yeah. And see,
so I like my status, you know.
I get that. Because I used to have like the companion pass on Southwest. I was like literally so far up there. But I have traveled a little bit more American just because they do go more places. I get it. Okay, sorry. That was only one question. We have like 10
know.
more.
Okay.
Okay. What's something you're always losing?
Oh my gosh. Well, my glasses.
Yeah, I have like 10 pairs of
Oh my gosh. Here. But you know what? I just did. Can you tell? I've been reading my phone without my readers. Did you notice?
Contacts?
I'm wearing contacts. They're multifocal contacts.
Oh God, I might need some of those.
They're amazing. You can see far away, middle, and close up.
Wow. What brand is it?
They're Contact One. Contact One.
Shout out.
I think it's
Contact One.
Alcon. Alcon is the brand.
Okay.
Yeah, I've already reached out to them because I want them to work with me too.
You know what's so sad?
What?
I don't typically reach out to brands. Like I don't like.
Well, you don't have to.
Well, sorry. What I mean is I don't pitch myself for brands.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's exactly what I meant.
Exactly.
Sorry. I was trying to say it in a humble way, but then I said it again.
I know.
Sorry. What I really mean is,
no.
So, but because like you said, I like to keep things interesting. And I was like, so I went to Jenny and I was like, here's some brands I like really want to work with. And I've always wanted a pizza oven. Okay. But like, I don't want to buy a pizza oven. And like, I'm a little overwhelmed and I would love to have a brand because I would love to make content about that because I feel like that'd be fun to talk about a pizza oven.
Yeah.
So I have been like really trying to find like the best pizza oven brand.
Okay.
So I had like 2 that I like narrowed it down to, and I was like so excited, and they were both replying to me. So then it got narrowed down to the one, and it was like the best brand out there. I won't say what it is. And I'm like, and so they're like, you can customize the pizza oven. Like I'm like going back and forth, and I'm like asking ChatGPT, and like we go through like these so many rounds of negotiations. And then all of a sudden, has this ever happened to you? They're like, sorry, Dani, we just talked to our supervisor and we're no longer interested. And I was like, what?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, and it's like so hard to not take it personally. So then I asked why. Because I was like, what?
Yeah.
What was it? Was it something I said? Was
Yeah.
it my naked maternity photos that I posted? Am I too controversial now? Like, what is it? They actually just sent this back like right before I walked
What'd they
in the room.
say?
They said, and I want to see if you think that you agree with this reasoning.
Okay. Because I did have a brand one time tell me we were moving forward, and all of a sudden they said, okay.
Yeah, and it's like
We're
we've been
not gonna-
talking for days, and
Yeah,
like
and they're
I had
like-
sent selections. I was like gonna hire
Yeah.
like a designer to help me like figure out where to put it. Like I was like gung ho.
Yeah.
You know, this is happening. I already told Jordan, babe, I'm getting you a pizza oven. You know,
Yeah.
and
That's what you did wrong. I never talk about something until it happens.
no, I know, but this was like so in the bag. You know.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like what the pizza oven was worth, like wasn't like
Yeah. It was, yeah.
it's not like crazy. Like I
Yeah.
could just buy the pizza oven, but
Sometimes it's fun to help a brand too, to grow.
well, I was
mean,
like,
and it's not even big brands. Like,
but it's
somebody-
also like this. I don't know anything about pizza ovens, and I love that I'd be able to work with them and they could educate me about all the different things.
Yeah,
And then I
yeah.
could be like, guys, I worked with this. I looked at all this research and I work with them and I'm like a pro at this. So anyway,
What'd they say?
they said, my supervisor took a look at Dani's accounts and found that she has a completely different audience from ours. Our audience consists of 75% men, 45 to 65 years old.
Yeah, that makes
And
total
then she
sense.
said, they said, we're also used to doing 7 to 10 collab reels and posts with our chefs and customers.
Oh,
I
that's,
don't know though. I feel like, don't you want to be introduced to a new demo?
well, if you
That
think
sounds-
about,
it's a
you
little
know,
old
that
school.
that might be a little old school, because you know what? Who's the one that usually brings those, those,
The wife.
the wife.
And let me
the
tell you
wife
this.
says, I want you know what I wanted Mark to
And-
get was one of those egg smokers.
the green eggs.
Yes.
Because can I tell you something?
Yeah.
So that is so true, because I wanted this pizza oven and I just felt like I'm so overwhelmed, because you also have to like worry about like the ventilation. Where does the smoke
Yes,
go? Like,
yeah.
so I sent all the stuff to Jordan. I was like, hey, can you just like confirm that our backyard like
Yeah.
that's why the men are doing it, but they're doing it for their families and their wives.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know about this guy.
Yeah, I don't know too many men that would be like, "Oh, guess what? I want a
No.
pizza oven. Would
It's-
you want a pizza oven?"
No, I think
Yeah.
men would want a pizza oven, but it's the wives that are pushing it along, because these guys have families.
Absolutely.
Like-
Women drive everything in the
They-
home. Everything.
Everything. It's
They
so
do.
true.
They do.
Well, I don't know, Clint. I think that you're really missing out. Just saying.
Yeah. So, and you know what? It's okay.
It's okay. I'm over it.
Everybody-
It's only going to drive me for the next 5 years of my business. I'm just teasing. Okay. Are you more of a planner or a figure it out as we go?
Figure it out as we go.
What's something small that instantly puts you in a good mood?
Oh, seeing my babies on FaceTime if I'm not with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the most overrated food?
Overrated food.
Caviar?
You know, I'm not a big caviar lover.
I've never tried it, but
I think that is a little overrated. Like,
It's fish eggs, right?
yeah, it's like
Caviar.
if when you say, oh, maybe I haven't eaten the right type of caviar, but I feel like even if I did,
You know what? That's such a lie. I did try it one time and it tasted like salt balls.
yeah, it does. It tastes like
Like
salt
water
ball.
ball salts.
You know what's overrated? Oh my gosh, this is overrated. Oysters.
I believe that, and I've never had one. But
Okay, first of all, when you eat oysters, I've never known anybody to eat an oyster just on its own. They always got to put the red sauce.
so you're
on
really
a
just
cracker.
eating red sauce with cracker.
Yeah,
and goop.
yeah, and the texture's wrong.
It's wrong.
You know, the presentation's pretty, but I personally am not an oyster. It's overrated.
I agree.
Yeah, and they say it's an aphrodisiac. I don't think that really works.
Is that what makes you horny?
Yeah,
Okay, I didn't know that.
I've tried it.
Oh Lord. Next question.
Okay.
Favorite TV show you've watched recently?
I watch a documentary.
Okay.
It was I watch a lot of documentaries. You know what I'm into? Crime.
Well,
Crime
what female isn't?
I know. What is it about females that love crime documentaries?
It's because we're so much smarter than men. Like we could figure it out. Like we know. Like you
That
watch
is-
it and it's like you guys really didn't know that
I
this
think
guy was
it's-
going to murder his
you know what
family
it is?
or his wife. You didn't know that? Just look at him.
I think it's the curiosity in us.
The
Like we
instinct.
have to know what happened and how it happened and why it happened. Like
Totally.
it's like guys don't care. Like how many guys, except for your dad? Oh my God, your dad is like a woman. He asks so many questions and has to know so many details.
I think that's a lot of men actually behind closed
Really?
doors. Yeah. Like you just sit there and like gossip with your husband. It's the best.
So Jordan's that way. Jordan asks a lot of questions.
No, I
Like
just
when you
talk
go
a
out
lot.
with your when you go out with your girlfriends, does he come home and go, "So how was it? What did y'all talk about?"
Oh yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark does that to me too.
Or he'd be like, what's up? Like, what's new with the crew? Like,
Yeah.
you know.
But you know what? I'm not I don't like to talk.
Yeah, I'm like, I
that.
don't really care what your friends are doing.
That's right.
Like, you can keep it to yourself. Like, I mean, I care about your friends, but like, I don't need
Right.
to know what the whole conversation was about.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
What's one thing you could eat every single day?
Popcorn.
Yeah, you kind of do.
Oh, I love popcorn.
Something everyone loves that you just don't get.
Something that everybody loves that I don't get.
I have a few of these, but
Let me think
I
about
think-
this because that everybody loves.
there's so many things.
Like
that I
what?
can't
Give me
think
an example of yours.
I know, I'm
Maybe
trying to
It'll
think.
help me think.
of. Okay, I think vampire facials. Like, I don't get it.
I don't know that
I
many
just feel
people-
like they like mess up your face and then like it
Yeah.
heals and everybody's like, wow, I'm so
No.
glowy. And I'm like, well, it just healed so it looks better than it did yesterday.
No, I'm talking about things that people love that they do all the time. Like what do they do?
I know that's what
I
I'm
know.
talking about too.
I can't think of it right now. Let me get back to you.
No, wait, let me think. Okay, hold on.
Oh, you know what? What I don't get is why girls do those pointy fingernails. I do not. Oh my gosh, I do not like
Literally.
that. That is so overrated to me. Like, I just think, why?
Oh, I don't like your nails.
Mine are square.
I don't like chrome. I think it's
But do you
been
hate the,
overdone.
do you hate the shape of them though?
I like my nails.
You know what I found out when I went to have my nails done at Rose Couture? I
I
always
was
tell.
with you.
Oh yeah, and you know she goes, "What shape would you like?" And I go, "Well, I wanted a little bit."
Square with round edges.
That's
Sorry.
what she told me. She was. I always try to describe it. Okay, I want a little bit flat, but a little bit, but rounded on the edges. She goes square round. I go, no, yeah, like a little bit, and she goes square round. And she kept saying that, and she goes square round, and I go, oh, so that's all I have to say is square, round?
Yeah.
I didn't know that, so I learned that.
You learn
So
something new
now-
every day.
Now I don't have to explain myself.
You don't like my nails?
No, it is not attractive at
Oh,
all.
see, I love it. And I love when girls have them.
I know. Okay, so that's just something I feel.
I wonder though, like
Maybe it's
if
a
we ask
generation
like
thing.
men, you know, like
Oh.
what men would think.
Let's ask one. He
You've
never
never thought about it? Well, can you look at it now? Which shape do you like better?
be honest.
You can be honest. It won't hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I can get better back scratches. See, men just look at it as
Well,
utility.
Well, mine need to be done again. Are you sure you don't want to look again? No.
But I've always thought they're more feminine. And that's why like maybe men would like them because they're like,
Here's the thing.
you kind of come across as like a little bit more like dainty, like needy, like, oh my God.
I
like
think
my
men
nails.
like long fingernails for sure. Because I used to have long fingernails, but they
So then
weren't.
what other shape are you going to go? Long.
But no, the thing is, I cut mine short because I use my hands a lot, garden, whatever. But I used to have them long like that, but they weren't pointy.
But mom.
And guys loved that.
But mom, they were pointy.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they were. I remember your nails growing up. When I was like 5 years old, you always had that dark red color and
Oh,
they were
yeah.
just this shape.
Really?
You don't remember?
No.
Mom, you always had, I could find pictures.
Maybe it's, I don't know. Okay. Well, I believe you.
Yeah. And I love whenever I can like tap things. It's like so like
That's a
ASMR.
drummer in you.
Okay, who in the family would survive longest on a reality show?
A reality show? Like for doing what? Physical stuff?
I don't know, just maybe like a reality show. Who would survive the longest on a Bravo TV show?
Oh, not me. I would say probably Landon.
Really?
Yeah. I think
Why?
Landon would. Because Landon just doesn't care. And he just doesn't care. And he would just sit back, and he's very methodical. He's very logical. And, Landon listens more. Maybe your dad too. I think your dad, well, if it was any,
Dad would get kicked off for saying something
he'd
inappropriate.
get canceled for sure.
For sure.
He just, he's just old school,
It's okay. We all of our parents, we all have that one person in our family. We're just like, Dad, you can't say that anymore.
I know. It's hard.
But yeah, okay. So I'm just like kind of curious, like, why not me?
I think you're a little too emotional.
Okay. I'll receive that. Who would be the worst to travel with?
Your dad.
Oh my God. He so true. He can't.
Oh, he cannot go. He can't figure anything out.
It's like a child.
It's like a child.
Yeah.
I travel with a 5-year-old.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah.
I remember the time he was like, he still can't order an Uber, and that's hard.
No,
That's hard.
I know.
If you had a warning label, what would it say?
A warning label. Do not mess with my kids.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if there's any other topics in here.
We talked about travel. What are some of my bucket lists? You know where I want to go? I want to go to the Galapagos Islands. You know why?
No.
I want to see those big turtles, and they lay their eggs.
Turtle.
And then when they hatch, you see all these little baby turtles, and they just skedaddle back into the ocean.
Really? So
Yes.
Galapagos turtles, what you want to see.
Do you know where the Galapagos Islands are?
Let me guess. Are they near Honduras? I just made that up. I don't know.
They are. It's off the
Guys,
shore.
I pictured Honduras, and then I pictured all those islands, and I thought maybe those are
They're
the Galapagos.
off the shore of that. It's not in Honduras, but it's like
off the shore.
It's like an island.
Please,
out
I was
there.
right.
Yeah.
Guys,
Ecuador. That's what it is.
sometimes
Ecuador.
I'm so much
Ecuador.
smarter than I think I am. Does that
Danny,
ever happen to you?
You know what? You were super smart growing up. You
No, I
really were.
wasn't though.
Do you remember when your brother thought you were a genius because you could name all the shapes, quadrilateral triangles?
That was because I was 4 and
you went to a Montessori. Thank you very much.
all they did was make me polish brass. I hate Montessori
I
school.
love Montessori.
I'm sorry if your kid's in Montessori school. I had a horrible experience myself.
Why?
Where all I did was polish brass.
But you loved it.
No, I didn't. I didn't know
Then
that there
why
was
did you
another
do it?
option.
What do you mean you didn't know?
Because I was 5.
I wish you would have told me. I would have talked to your teacher.
But Mom, I didn't know that. I was like, why is my mom sending me here to polish brass?
I don't know. I thought it.
But the other thing we would do is okay, so let me tell you the only reason why I ever memorized what that triangle was. We would do stations, and it's all self-play because Montessori. But I was always drawn to the polishing brass station. But there was another station.
Because you like to clean. That's why.
Yeah. So I would just polish brass. But there was another station where you would take a piece of paper with a shape on it and put it on a sponge. And they would give you a thumbtack. And you would have to thumbtack the whole shape out of the piece of paper.
Yeah.
So literally I just.
That sounds like fun.
No. And you know how many times I poked myself with that thing? I did
Oh
not like
my
Montessori
gosh.
school, and I much rather would I send my kids to Spanish school, which I don't really know what they're doing there, but they're speaking Spanish at least.
Hey, I love that they're speaking Spanish. That's all good. Okay, what's next? Okay. Oh,
wait, what were we just talking about?
we were talking about where we were traveling.
Oh, the
to
Galapagos,
Galapagos.
okay.
Wait, hey, where's your bucket list place?
Oh,
are
I
you
haven't been to a lot of places, so I have so many places. But my biggest thing is I want to go to Japan, Tokyo, Singapore. I want to go to Singapore. I want to go to Germany. I've never been to Germany. I really want to go to see Anne Frank's house. I think that would be really cool. That's in Amsterdam. I know Amsterdam's not the
I've been there and
place.
I've seen it. It's not that great.
But I'm a World War II buff. And
Yeah,
so
you
it's
like that.
it's not about it being great. I don't think it's going to be great.
You
But
know-
I am so obsessed with World War II that I like to see it all.
Amsterdam is probably not one of my favorite places.
I know, but I like to go because of the history. I'm
Yeah.
when I travel, I'm more into history than I am anything else.
You know one place that I want to go that you keep giving me a poo-poo about? I want to go back to China.
I'm not giving you a poo-poo. You just invited me. I said I don't really want to go.
I love China. I've been twice. I
No,
love it. I would go back again. There's so many places in China that are incredible.
No, I believe you.
And the other place I really enjoyed seeing, I think you should go, is Dubai. You should
Well,
go to
no,
Dubai.
I know. Apparently, it's not really good to go right now.
Well, no, not right now.
But no, I would love to go to Dubai. That was also on the
Yeah,
list until
yeah.
this like war started.
You know, I'm going to Switzerland.
I want to go to Switzerland as well. Yeah.
Okay, we need to get you out more.
Well,
I know. Well,
I'm
you're a little busy right now.
But if any of them are family friendly, let me know.
Should we take the kids on a Disney cruise? I want to take them on a
So
Disney
badly.
cruise.
Like I love
really wanna do
Disney
that.
World. I love taking my kids to Disney.
Yeah.
It was one of those things that I was like, ugh, I'll never be a Disney parent. And then I went and I was like, there's nothing better than seeing your kids' faces at Disney World. And yes, they might not remember it. Well, then it's more for me than it is for them because it's
it
so
kind of
sweet.
is. It kind of is more for us.
But it's so sweet to see.
Yeah. But I have heard the cruise is amazing.
Yeah,
You know, for
yeah.
the family and stuff. But
Disney, reach out. now that I'm in my collab era,
if I could,
I'll email you. The good news is I think I have the perfect demo for you.
oh my gosh.
Just teasing. Okay, so let's see.
Is there another? You know what? Do you want to know what advice I would give myself?
Yes, please.
I'm following the outline.
But it's more like conversational than it is the outline.
No, I understand. But
So if you can figure out a way to transition to the conversation.
well, the problem is like we get into these things and we go off to a rabbit hole. But yeah.
But no, that's the way it's supposed to be.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. So
She's not listening
speaking
to me.
of the Disney,
she just says this, so I stop talking.
Speaking of
See?
the Disney thing,
Oh yeah. Okay.
you know, taking your kids and stuff,
Yeah.
and thinking about like your kids' experiences.
Yeah.
Do you know one of the things that I wish that I would have probably done a little differently?
See, this is a great transition.
Yes. Okay, I'm learning.
Yeah, yeah.
And is I think I wish I wouldn't have made you guys participate in so many things.
Really?
Yeah, which is really interesting to me because I think about like you were so busy growing up, and I wish I would have taught you to do chores.
I did do chores.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Okay.
But I feel
like
like I made you. You know what? You know what got me hooked? This is what happens to young moms, and if you're a young mom out there,
But you
probably
said
are
those things-
falling into this kind of trap. Where, because I see you doing it too, Dani, like all your friends, their daughters are doing dance and ballet and, you know, they're doing this or tennis or they're doing soccer or whatever it is. And you feel like, oh,
Wait,
I got to get my kid to do that
I don't
too.
have any other friends that have their kids in any stuff because I'm the oldest.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well-
I have to pave the way for all my friends.
Okay, well then maybe I should speak for myself. That's how I felt. Like growing up, my friends all had their kids doing this and that and this and that. And I just kept thinking, okay, I got to get my kids too. They got to do this. They got to do, you know, they got to do soccer. They got to do dance. They got to do all that. And honestly, I feel like you were so busy so much. And granted, a lot of it did make you into who you are
Yeah.
today.
I was busy.
But I think sometimes kids need to like not be busy. They need to find ways to cope with themselves and not be busy, not be bored. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like kids get bored easily today. Don't you?
I got pretty bored easily.
I know, but it's
think
okay
it's
to be
kind of-
bored. That's the thing. I never wanted you to be bored. So it's okay for kids to get bored because that's when you become more self-expressive. Like they find things that they get more creative. They get more,
Or they get more lazy.
or they get more, what do you call it? Self-reflective. You know how you're always telling me?
I think that that's a very idealistic way of looking at boredom. But I think the reality and the truth of the situation is if a kid doesn't have something to do, they're going to go play video games or they're going to go watch TV.
No, but you don't let them do that. You let them go be bored. Let them go figure out what to do. You know what I used to do when I got bored? I went one time, like I never really had a whole lot of time to get bored because we were always working. That was a different thing, you know, compared to you guys where you were always doing activities. But one time I got bored. And so I decided I was going to go out in the backyard and I built a whole village out of mud.
And then what did that teach you about life?
And then I made little trees. And I just remember it being such a creative outlet and it was so much fun. And I was so proud of myself for doing it.
So you
Like-
think that's better than
Like,
playing
I think I could have been, if I was smart enough, I could have been an engineer. I
Yeah, I
could
can see
have.
that. So you think that moment is better than being like on a soccer team?
I'm not saying to participate in sports. Sports are very important. And I think it's really important to have that team mentality. Like it's not just about you. Or if it's going to be about you, then make it about you, you know, be good at it, tennis, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think team sports also teach you to be a team player,
Yeah.
which is good.
And have friends.
And have friends, you know, it's a social
It's more
thing.
like sometimes it's more a social thing, I think, for kids.
I think so too. But it's okay to be creative. Like let your creativity come out. Like sometimes you don't really get to express yourself in those ways because you're too busy trying to keep up.
Did you ever feel, you can be honest about this, did you ever feel like you were sending your kids off to do so many things that you like missed hanging out with them?
Yes, that was my other point. I wish I would have had more time to like sit down with y'all and play with you. You know, like I didn't have that time because it was like, okay, you get home from school, hurry up, get ready. You got to have a snack. You got to hurry up. We got to go to soccer. And then we're going to have to go to, you know, whatever.
But did you really want to be playing with us or didn't you want to be doing your own thing?
Well, I mean, maybe a little both.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of wanted, I think I was lucky that when you were in school, I got to go play tennis. You know, I got to do those things. But I wish I would have taken that time to really like connect with y'all. And I think that's what a lot of moms miss out on is because they are so, you're so busy. You know, you're so busy. That's what's neat about being a grandma is like we get to actually stop and sit down and enjoy time with them. And it's easier said than done when you're a mom of 4
I was
or
just
a
like,
mom of
it all
2.
sounds so great and idealistic and beautiful, but like,
I don't think it's a reality.
sometimes I'm like, I love you, but like, I don't want to sit down and play with you anymore. Like, you know, and like, I really want an
it's
hour
because
by
you're in the
myself.
throw of all the mess. I
Yeah.
get it. Yeah, you're right. It's idealistic.
Yeah. So, I mean,
So you have to wait till you're a grandma.
and it's like when you have 4 or 5 kids and it's like one of them is bored, it's like, that just happens like naturally, especially because I don't let them watch any TV.
Yeah.
So, or we don't do any screens. But I do think, and so what we do is like, we'll color and we'll Lego and we'll do this. But sometimes it puts a lot more work on me because I feel like I have to provide all these activities for them.
Well, that's why you have grandmas and that's why we hang
But you know what I mean? Like, it's just so idealistic to be like, just let your kids go. And I'm like, yeah, I would love for that to happen. And sometimes that does happen, like where Stella and Stratton will like be in a good mood and like build a fort together for 30 minutes. But then the other 3 hours, Mom, I'm bored. Mom, can we watch a show? No. Mom, can I do this? Mom, can I do that? And I'm just like, can y'all just like leave me alone and just like go do something?
Can you make them go outside?
Yeah, but they don't want to go outside sometimes. Like it just all sounds so beautiful, but then you're in it and it's like, it doesn't work as well.
Yeah.
But that's why I do like having activities where they get out of the house, like tennis and it's only 30 minutes or like swim lessons or whatever. And they seem to like really enjoy them, except for Stella hates, dance like we talked about.
Yeah.
But
I guess it's a fine line. I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes I just feel like we're just always so hard on ourselves looking back at what we could have done differently. It's like, you probably were just doing the best that you could in the moment.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. Like, you have no idea how much I used to worry about like, oh my gosh, like, especially you, because, being a girl, girls kind of have it a lot different than boys do. Girls are.
Yeah, you kind of have to, it's like, if you want to be a cheerleader in high school, like you have to start cheerleading when you're 5.
Oh,
because it's like so intense and competitive.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes girls aren't very nice to you. And, so whenever, I'm sure if you're a girl mom, you've been through this where, your daughter comes home and they didn't ask me to play with them or they didn't, let me participate or whatever. And then you're like, but why? Like my daughter's so great. That's what I'm thinking. And then it makes you feel horrible. And it makes you feel like, oh, but why didn't they like her? And then
that's Jordan.
And then
Jordan will be like, that girl just leave you out in the playground. I'm like, babe, stop. Yeah. And he's like, no, I saw that girl. She didn't let Stella play with her. I'm like, babe, just let it happen. It's going to be okay. Not everybody's going to be nice to Stella all the time. And I'm like, but you're making it a big deal, which is going to make it a big deal to her. Just like, let it go. Like, let it go. You know
what I would do? I'd overcompensate and I'd go, you want to go to TJ Maxx or go buy you a toy or go get you some ice cream? Like I would overcompensate like, okay, oh, poor baby. Like they were mean to you.
I don't think that's a bad thing though. I'd be like, let's go get ice cream.
No, it's not.
Make them feel better.
No, I know. I'm just saying that's what I used to do for you.
I think every mom probably does that.
I think so too. I'm just curious to see like having one girl, what that's going to be like versus the 3 boys.
I'm already living in it. Let me tell you.
She's like a mini teenager.
I know. She's really sassy.
But she loves me. She does.
She loves me too. It's the
No,
best.
I know,
It's the best.
but you know what? When she's in the mood, she is the sweetest.
She's fun.
But then when she's had enough of you, she's like, "Oh, I'm
It's
done."
very obvious.
Yeah, very obvious.
When she's sweet, she's sweet. If she's not, she's not.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, this has been a very fun
It's really been fun.
episode. We've kind of
Overdid it, but you know,
we've
hey.
talked about a little bit of everything.
Yeah, we kind of did.
For your first podcast, I think I would say A-.
A-. I need to learn how to transition.
The transitions are a little
Yeah.
scattered,
Hey,
but
you know
okay.
what? This
People listening to this are like, their brains are like, it's like a ping pong ball.
that's
right
how
now.
my brain. That's how my brain is every day.
Yeah. Well, where can people follow you?
I guess you can go to tornado.mom.
Yeah, on Instagram.
Tornado Mom on Instagram.
Yeah, go check her out.
Yeah.
She posts like a lot of outfits, Amazon, gardening, travel, all the fun stuff. Well, thank you for coming today, Mom. I love you.
Hey, I love you so much too, baby girl.
Okay, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Please note that this episode may contain paid endorsements and advertisements for products and services. Individuals on the show may have a direct or indirect financial interest in products or services referred to in this episode.